Hello everyone and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2, the Slayer of Kings. Last time I engaged this army, thinking I'm going to win. Guess what? I still think I'm going to win. Because auto-resolve says I'm going to lose. But I disagree. I disagree very strongly, because their anti-artillery is not very damaging. Mortars are not good at killing things. I'm sorry. Also, no, mortars are terrible at that. They have a big splash, but they don't deal much damage. They're good for knocking formations around. They're also not that accurate. Unless that's been changed. The handgunners are a problem. The Reichsguard may be a slight issue. But that's about it. It's mostly the handgunners and Reichsguard I'm worried about. Handgunners, I can Dragon Ogre. Reichsguard, I can Shaggoth. So it might be the other way around, given Shaggoths are actually faster than the normal ogres. They's bigger, so they's got longer legs. Of course, Dragon Ogres do have the advantage of missile resist pretty much universally, which does not hurt. Chosen do have that lovely 60% shield, though, and Kolek is sitting on a very silly 75% ward save, 25% missile resist, 10% physical resist. In other words, shoot him at your peril, because all you're going to be doing is wasting ammunition while he beats everyone else up. And I do mean everyone else. Let's go! We have 50 turns of slaughtered captives. Right, it sounds a lot worse, which sounds pretty bad, because it is pretty bad. We've slaughtered tons of people. By normal human moral standards, we are abominable monsters. Because guess what? Chaos are the bad guys! Spoilers! If the whole demolishing all of civilization just for hunting down specific individuals' heads wasn't, enough of a hint. We're the bad guys! Because, fucking chaos. What I expect to happen is that their gun line is going to hurt, and their cavalry are going to hurt, but their front line is going to crumple like glass. Their hero units are going to die to Kolek, because Kolek is fucking Kolek's Sun Eater, come on. And their artillery is going to be basically worthless. Because unless they buff mortars really heavily, they're just really not that good. They are really not that good. I'm sorry. If you like mortars, good for you, but I do not like mortars. Alright, looks like they're forming up over there. But one unit of Dragon Ogres that'll punch through around this flank, actually. Have Kolek and his two waifus. I'm going to assume they're female, because you can't really tell the difference. I mean, really, would you ask one of these guys, hey, you got a dong? Or not? Would you really ask that? If the answer is yes, by the way, sorry, you're an idiot. Like, I'm sorry, but you're an idiot. Dragon Ogres do look pretty darn cool, though. I might be running on super high unit detail, but do we really need super high unit detail? And move up! Just charge! Because sod it! Get 'em, boys! Wait, the boys is an orc thing. Anyway, while we're waiting, I may as well have a bit of a chat about what I'm pretty sure is the latest DLC. I think I've talked over it before, but it's the Queen of the Crow, which most people are thinking is Alariel the Ever Queen and Hellebron the Hag Queen. For High Elves and for Dark Elves, respectively. Also, Fran's on a Pegasus. Good job, Franz. Wait, you were on a Pegasus last time. Actually, Kolek is 2 points faster than the normal Shagas. Good job, Kolek. They actually have more leadership than you do, but you beat them in everything else. Except maybe anti-large? They have bonus versus large 30. You have bonus versus large 30. Wow. Kolek actually needs his perks to beat his fellow Shagas in bonus versus large. To equal his fellow Shagas in bonus versus large. Well done, me. It's also speculated to come with some other interesting things, like, hello, I'm going to murder you all. But you see why I'm not very afraid of mortars, given what a direct salvo hit did to my Chosen. Most artillery can at least kill a couple of Chosen. And those Outriders are absolutely fucked. Look at what my Shagas have done. 5, 8, 11, well over half of them have been obliterated. Shield of Thorns used to give physical resist. Fun fact. Game mechanics fact, that is. And hello! I didn't even know they did that. Look, this horse is just running away without a rider. That's a cool little detail, you know? I like that. It is amusing, and it is probably accurate to what horses did after battle, if I'm remembering my actual medieval history correctly. Meanwhile, the mortars have been performing about how I anticipated. Oh, they got flesh to stone. That means they're not going to die instantly. Guns! Get on the guns, get on the guns! Guns, guns, guns! Kill the Reichsguard! And Karl Franz is trying to solo an entire unit of Great Weapon Chosen, and oh boy, that was a growth of the Wildwood or whatever it's called. I don't remember the actual proper name. Apologies for anyone who does. And lightning! Foo! Ha 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 ha! Get on them knights, boys! Get on them knights! And them swordsmen! You guys can just advance. You should probably also advance to somewhere around here, I guess. 2 units of Chosen appear to have just decided to move around and do stuff. Put them on this flank. Ah! Ogres! On the Reichsguard! Charge them! Counter their charge with your own, because I think you have a... No, they have a 30-point higher charge bonus. Never mind. I was going to say they had a higher charge bonus, but no, I'm dumb. I am stupid. Ignore me. Spoilers, your friendly local Let's Player is occasionally pretty darn dense. Fireball, please! Ah, and we carved some handgunners apart. Not bad, Kolek, my boy. The Empire lacking an anti-large cavalry is really screwing them here, because my Dragon Ogres have basically turned their cavalry into a mess. You see why I like them so much on anti-large duty. Chosen with halberds are technically better, but they are much less mobile. Alright, put my shielded troops over here, and... Okay, get you guys into those silver bullets right now. Like, get moving right now. I want the silver bullets very dead. Wipe out the flagellants. You guys, charge those handgunners, I guess? You're nearly at the edge of the map, so you're probably going to do it pretty well. You're getting shot up. Really, I'm getting shot up in a lot of places because I'm not pausing. But, you know. Countercharge the Reichsguard. Sun Eater, would you kindly obliterate something for me? Sigmar's sons may be unbreakable, but that doesn't mean they're undefeatable. Quite the opposite. Look at how quickly they're being chugged by those Chosen. They did kill one of them, though, which is a pretty good showing for mortals. Seriously, that is legitimately a good showing for mortals. You guys are supposed to kill the silver bullets. Get the silver bullets. Come on now. Cowards! Fools! Something about metal boxes, because that's the meme. After cowards and fools. Hunt them down! And army losses have shattered them. Oh, no, it hasn't. I thought army losses had shattered them, and why did that one move? That was kind of dumb. Alright, get in there among their mortars and the like. Start wrecking their faces. And now we have army losses rolling around. We didn't get to fight all the armies, but, you know, most of them were obliterated. There's just Sigmar's sons left to deal with, I think. We've accounted for 3 Chosen despite fighting Great Weapon Chosen. Stubborn buggers. Will they account for any more? Will perhaps a 4th Chosen fall to you, O sons of Sigmar? No. Your lies were wasted. Good job. Kolek, as usual, killed the most things, though some Great Weapon Chosen did have an argument with him. Their biggest killers were, as expected, the Handgunners and the Reichsguard. Though the secondary army of Franz may have also killed some Chosen, they'd have Karl Franz himself, who is pretty nasty. He's not like the strongest brawler lord, but he's pretty nasty. Of course, he doesn't have the silver pendant or Galmaraz itself, so he's not really that bad, but hey! At least he's got a flying horsey. That's about all he has, but hey, flying horsey, right? Come on, game. Finish this up so we can get to more murder of other groups. Because more murder is better murder. Like murdering some elves behind their walls because they have chariots, and I want to see how the AI uses those on the defense, because we haven't seen chariots used on the defense before. We've seen cavalry. It's used poorly. But we have not seen chariots. We've also seen flying units, which are used very poorly on the defense, because the AI just hangs them back and doesn't do anything with them. And troops that you don't do anything with may as well not exist. Reserves exist to be committed. And because I don't really need more favor and I can always use more leadership, you know which one I'm going for. Wow, France killed as many as a unit of Reichsguard. The Outriders didn't do too badly either. However, the armies of the Empire have been effectively obliterated from actual effectiveness. Sigmar's sons killing 3 Chosen was pretty impressive, though. Good job. Ha ha. You got wrecked. Wow, they ran away. Razor Standard, not bad. Good attacker, nice. The next tier gets him +4 melee attack. Incompetent attacker is very, very bad, by the way. -10 melee attack will turn lords into useless wastes of space on the battlefield. And oh, you can't even get to Volkmar. Volkmar has halberdiers and greatswords. He might be able to slow me down. Halberdiers will do some serious damage to dragon ogres. Now, freakish mutations are a point in seismic shock. I want to get both. Which one is better if Volkmar decides to be cheeky? I think I'll go for seismic shock because they have decent melee attack already. More weapon strength and charge bonus should help quite a bit. Alright. There's a Chaos Rebellion at Gorcel. Nobody cares. Crone's Garrison is pretty scary, I'll note, with 3 cards of Grail Knights. 3 cards of Grail Knights is enough to slow down even Kolek. Not too much, but it will slow down even Kolek. I do kind of want to see how they use this. But I also kind of don't. Because good God, that auto-resolve. You know what? We've killed a lot of elves. I don't think it's worth it. Goodbye. Good riddance. Wow, the auto-resolve really likes manticores. That's delicious. Blasted standard. That's new. I haven't seen that before. That's actually really, really good. The way missile parry with shield buffs work is that they increase the chance of your shield to, well, block. The way shields work is a % chance to ignore incoming missile damage. Per, well, missile. So if you fire 100 arrows at a unit of Chosen, they're going to have a 60% of them just not there. That's much better than Lichbone Pennant. That is actually a very interesting standard. I'm probably going to put that on my Chaos Knights so they're less vulnerable to ranged firepower. You still working on that. Kolek is still working on that. Where was Archaon? Archaon was over here. Has Archaon moved this turn, or was I stupid? Nah, he was fine. Roy. End the turn. Alright, Volkmar, are you going to attack me? Because that would actually be a challenge if you have those other 2 armies backing you up. And nope, you're running like a bitch. Cowardly, cowardly Volkmar the Grim. If anyone said that in Universe, they'd almost certainly get smacked horribly and be called a damn fool, because Volkmar the Grim in Universe is very much not a coward. Okay, I suppose you could argue he's not a coward here, given my habit of murdering everything. And none of you vampire counts are doing anything I care for. Bretonia! You might be doing something interesting. Is the Fey Enchantress around so I can murder her? No. Lothern! Are you finally going to spawn Tyrion to fight me? No. There's Teclis at least, so I'll have 1 legendary lord to beat up, and oh! You have a new item, the Shield of the Merewyrm. That's not actually a bad item. Armor, melee defense, and physical resist. None of them are huge, but it's a nice bonus for what is a common, aka gray quality item. And you want me to... Really? No. Fuck you. Nagaron, I bet you're going to try and extort money from me, because you're probably a higher strength rank than me despite being my vassal. I'm still not sure why you did that. If I had to guess, it was because I kicked the shit out of you ridiculously hard. And none of these other groups I care about either, because I can beat the shit out of them too. I'm still not sure why Lotharing's such a high strength rank. Really wonder if Tyrion is off campaign against Kroq-Gar or Mazdamundi, because that would be the only thing that could explain this really high strength rank, despite the fact that I burned a lot of Ulthuan. Seriously, it's kind of disgusting how, well, strong they are. Matorka? Why Matorka? Alright, go burn White Peak to the ground. I don't think you're going to take any notable casualties from that. What? That can't be right. It'll block 42%! Jokes! Growth. Thank you for leveling up the sorcerer. Maybe he'll actually be able to survive this time and get to immortality so he doesn't die from every damn idiot with a wound fetish who comes across him. Alright then. Kolek, my boy! The Empire ran away. You can't build anything I give a shit about. I need to grab this Chaos Sorcerer and continue to move him towards Kolek. Looks like it should happen about 3 turns at current rates, because I do have to siege Corone. But I don't have to, but it makes my life a lot easier. So I basically have to, because I do like an easier life. I'm lazy. Sue me. Alright. Bully Ockendorf some more for 999 favor. I see I have acquired the Blessing of Zenich. Oh boy, that's a slaughter. Actually, no, put that on the Swords of Chaos. Because I like them. Very solid 60% ward save. Auto-resolve, good riddance to bad rubbish. And this is why everyone is afraid of Chaos, because once Chaos gets rolling, they're all but unstoppable. Some people would call this hyperbole. I call it honesty. Alright. That's all of my troops for this turn. So that reminds me. Right, you still have Bloodlust. I'm not sure why that's a negative for a Chaos character who are very known for being crazy bastards, but... It's got a recharge time of 90 seconds. This one lasts longer, but it's not a greatly increase. And then I'll go for the Forbidden Rod instead, honestly. Sure, it'll hurt you, but you have the Chalice of Chaos's regenerating flesh. Alright then. Diplomacy I don't care for. I'm chaos. Varenga Hills does not have walls. They're screwed. Like, just rule of thumb, if you don't have walls and chaos is attacking you, better hope it's the AI, because player chaos is a lot worse than the AI chaos. Because they do things like spam Chosen. Speaking of Chosen spam, I'm putting something on... I'm considering changing something. So I'm considering seeing if I can change the difficulty. Because let's face it, these fights have been pretty uninteresting, aside from the early game, as I've just been running over absolutely everyone. Like, I have been running over absolutely everyone. It has been a slaughter. The vampire counts have been basically a great big toy. The Empire is the same. The Greenskins are something of an issue. The Dwarves barely have anything left. Bretonia only just confederated with Artois of all groups. Half of their territory is owned by the Empire. They don't even seem to have the Fey Enchantress. Lothern seems to be helpless to stop me from actually demolishing everything. And the Lizardmen keep suing for peace that they're never going to get. You know, could you please sail south and actually fight me, some of you high elves? That would be very nice, so I could actually get something interesting done. Instead of just going, oh, another city to burn, hum-de-dum-de-dum. Because at that point, that's basically what this is. Oh, look, another city to burn, hum-de-dum-de-dum. Hum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum. More dead elves, dying race, solo population, blah blah blah, every death a tragedy, blah blah blah. I get it already, you little shits. You want money. Ruler's prejudice against the warriors of chaos, my oh my. Again, I might demand that they declare war on the vampire counts, honestly, just for general principles. And to see what happens when the Dark Elves are forced to overextend. And to see if I can actually make them do things. I kind of want to see if I can make them do things. It'd be interesting, and that is a terrible army. Dark Riders without the crossbows are awful. Dark Riders with crossbows are pretty good, but the ones without crossbows are pretty awful. They're fast, but they're light cavalry, and I've seen very few uses for light cavalry in this game. Beyond a slight improvement at skirmisher chasing, and then only slight. And some skirmishers are tough enough in close quarters to take light cavalry unit to unit. And, you know, skirmish cavalry will still wreck light cavalry, because they have nearly the same stat line, and you'll have a few extra shots in to butcher them before the fight. So the slight advantages of light cavalry and stat line will be entirely obliterated by the skirmish cavalry, causing some damage. And the scaling killed someone outside of Castle Artois. Artois must have not had the garrison commit or something, because that's... Whoa! No, he wiped out Artois' garrison, too. Holy hell, dude. That was actually really impressive. What do you have? Other Trickster's Shard. I was hoping for something interesting. The DLC is apparently coming out late May, so we may see this series put on hold or finished. Or, hell, here's the real big idea. I try and finish Oblivion by the time the DLC comes out. Instead of starting Skyrim, I start a go with probably Alariel, because I prefer playing High Elves over Dark Elves. Yes, I'm sure it's so important to beat up Manlane. He's such a threat to me. I think I'll base my attack list on if I succeed with Baronia or not. I did succeed. How badly did I hurt them? Ooh, I kind of gutted their front line, but those are Black Orcs. You know what? Nah. Go burn Varenka Hills to the ground. This late in the game, Chaos should not have positive income unless you have something very bad going on. Or in my case, something very, very good. Wow, only 1.6k. These orcs were not much of a fight. They must have been some weedy gits. At least that's how other orcs would put it. Some weedy gits. Alright, I'll continue to bully Wurzag. Who knows? Maybe he'll run away. That'd be a very unorky thing, but it's something that might happen anyway. I could build a battering ram, but I have battering rams that are better. I have Shaggoths. Because as we've seen, by the time a Shaggoth will get to the actual fight, by the time a battering ram will get to the actual gates, a Shaggoth will have knocked them down. Making the battering ram more than slightly irrelevant. Because fuck you, Shaggoth. They've also got a weapon strength buff and a charge bonus buff, which is going to be fun. Now, the Grail Knights are probably going to kill one Shaggoth here. Heck, I might even lose both Shaggoths and all my Dragon Ogres. But I still have a nice firm backbone of Chosen to match against, well, Bretonnian infantry. And, Bretonnian infantry. That should pretty much tell you everything you need to know about their chances. And fine, I'll spend 2 turns here, sieging you out. If I get my sorcerer stabbed, wounded again, I'm going to be very salty. Oh boy, they have a Star Dragon. That's nasty. Star Dragons are the badass bastards of the dragons. They're the biggest, scariest fuckers around. It goes Sun, Moon, and Star. In order of do not fuck with. Sun are the younglings. They're kind of stupid at times, but they're still incredibly powerful. Moon are pretty scary. They're basically teenagers or trained adults. And then there are Star Dragons, some of which are old enough that they learn magic out of sheer boredom. If that doesn't scare you, I don't think anything ever will. Because being so old, you learn magic out of boredom. Think about that. Yeah. On the tabletop, they're actually kind of bad. Because while fluff-wise, Star Dragons are equivalent to Emperor Dragons, who have a straight 10 on their stat line, aka the best there is. Well, let's just say that Star Dragons are nowhere near as good. They have a straight 7 on their stat line. Which is kind of pathetic in comparison, you know? Wurzag keeps trying to ambush me. Why does he keep trying to ambush me? I'm not going to fall for it. I'm a player. Like, ambushes can work on players if either A, it's a human-human game and the other human is distracted or distraught, but... Well, or if it's one of those situations where, God, how do I put this? Where you have to go through a point, and therefore you force the ambush and... Mobs. Peasant mobs. Why would you use those? Why? Just... Why? They are so bad! They're a desperate stopgap for emergency situations and emergency lords. They're not actual combatants. They're terrible. They're awful. Why would you use it? Why? Albrecht de Bordelot, you're an idiot. Why would I raid when I can kill? You're higher level and you actually have some ability to defend yourself. Move Agram Batros over to Kolak. And watch me lose Agram attacking Karone like a dumbass. Because I do dumbass things sometimes. And by sometimes, I mean actually fairly often because I'm kind of stupid. There is Karasa Karak, but there's also Barag Dwazbag. Ouch, he's got the Dawnstone. That's why he's sitting on 90% physical resist. Yikes. There's an army in Karasa Karak? It's Belagar. Oh! Ooh! Ooh! I won! They got Iron Breakers, they got Hammers, they got Slayers, they got Flame Cannons, they got Organ Guns. They got a vicious end to your army here, the dwarves do. It's going to be a bloody, brutal fight. Who knows? I might just lose. Which therefore means I should stack the deck in my favor. Ah, Baroneer now hates greenskins. I do have an advantage, though. Oh wait, Archeon already causes terror by default. It's going to say, wait, I caused terror versus the Dawi. Ah ha ha, because I beat up the dwarf. But no, I just do that by default to everyone because of the Crown of Domination. I suppose chaos isn't much for the safe, sane, consensual part of that. Which one of those three parts? Yes, all of them, because it's chaos. Alright, burn Torsithai to the ground next turn, as well as Karone. Torsithai is unlikely to be played, but I'm probably playing Karone. Now the Dawi might do something of interest. Volkmar, what are you doing, Volkmar? No, seriously, what are you doing? I don't get it. And the Dawi did absolutely nothing of interest. Lovely. Wurzag's fairly badly dinged up. I might be able to take him if I have to. And he just claimed Ackendorf. I should probably go over there and beat up that army while it's still weak. I should definitely go over there and beat up that army while it's still weak. I don't want to fight Black Orcs in anything resembling equal numbers. Like, yes, I like good fights. Don't get me wrong. I love a good fight. Especially in this game. But Black fucking Orcs. Black fucking Orcs. Hammers may be nasty, but Black Orcs are worse. Black Orcs are scary, and there is a reason they have an 80 unit size like Chosen do. They can compete pound for pound with Chosen. Whatever the Chaos Dwarves did in the pits of Tsar Nagrand, whatever they did to make the Black Orcs like they are, is incredibly potent warriors. It worked. Oh, it worked. They made some of the scariest fuckers in the setting. Because they're orcs that can think. Not to mention Grimgor Ironhide is a black orc. And Lothern is now a lower strength rank than me. I wonder what happened that finally knocked them down far enough to actually understand that their ass is for kicking. Then again, if they're a lower strength rank than me, they might actually start trying to surrender on a regular basis, and won't that be annoying? Why did you wipe out the great nation of Oathwan? Because you kept trying to surrender to me every turn, and it got really irritating. I can't even imagine the look on the High Elves' faces if you actually told them that somehow. Surrendering caused us to be wiped out? Baby? You and your terrible army of mostly light cavalry. Hello! Blackguard are pretty solid, though. Like, Blackguard are really solid. Phoenix Guard are not as good as Blackguard. Phoenix Guard may cause fear and have martial mastery, but they're not as good as Blackguard. Seriously, Blackguard are fucking horrifying to face. The fact that Malekith starts with a unit of them is one of the biggest reasons to start with Malekith, to be frank, because they are that scary. He didn't seem to manage to keep either of his... Going by the veterancy rankings, though, he didn't manage to keep his starting unit around. Cold One Dread Knights are pretty good, though. 120 armor is not something to sneeze at on a cavalry unit. Fuck off! Hey, you're weird and strange! How about we have peace? Even for chaos, that's terrible diplomacy! Clanky, clonky, clonky, clanky, clonky, clanky, clanky, clonk. Oh, look, it's Dimitri! Remember him? We actually were slightly worried about him back when Chaos Warriors were a valuable resource and my expendable troops were Marauders. And the Chosen were just an ironclad shock troop that went through everything. Now, everything in my army is a ironclad shock troop that goes through everything. Because that's what happens when Chaos isn't stopped early on. Chaos isn't stopped early on is effectively invincible. Seriously, if I was willing to spend 8 or something turns, I could just have Archaon shit out another stack. Just transfer my current units into a new stack, recruit them in an entire new stack of units, and then swap the two between each other so Archaon has the good troops and the bad troops without much veterancy are in the new stack. I could just do that. I don't. But I could. Yeah, good riddance to bad rubbish. How much money did you give me? More than the goddamn orcs. Raise it to the ground. Warrior Bane! One of the better items. 6% weapon damage is not bad at all as a penalty. Well, actually, it's very bad as a penalty, but you get my point. Alright, Ever Chosen. You are completely screwed replenishment-wise, aren't you? Alright, we're marching over here. Hopefully Wurzag doesn't run away. That'll really screw up my plan of beat Wurzag up while he's weak so I can get rid of those scary, scary black orcs. Because they are actually pretty damn scary. Alright, Ser Batros. Your first battle with the Sun Eater is going to be attacking the capital of Bretonia itself. Auto Resolve says, I'm going to lose. To thee I say, fucketh you. I will win. And to thigh I say, with thy wind blasts and harmonic conversions, fucketh you. And to thee I say, O paladin of Bretonia, fucketh you. For thou art doomed, each and every one of you, to have your souls devoured by the dark gods, by the hammer of Kolek Sun Eater. Because Kolek fucking Sun Eater. I don't know how Resolve weighs this so heavily against me. Like, Foot Squires are better than Men-at-Arms, I guess, for killing Chosen in close quarters, but that's not saying much. Because, Men-at-Arms. Foot Squires are basically shitty budget greatswords, by the way. That's really what Bretonia's infantry is. Shitty budget Empire troops. Not even joking. I'll take a 22. I'll take a 22 quite happily. I will also put my halberdiers on the ground, because the AI seems to love to put them in towers, despite the fact that it's much better to have them on the ground. Alright. Control Group 1, over here. Punch through there. 2, 3, and 3, and 4. And it's acting up again. Lovely. Alright, that'll do for there. There's less infantry support on this flank, so I'll deploy Kolek and his friends to punch through there. This flank is more infantry, so I'll deploy the somewhat lesser Dragon Ogres over here. Even a lesser Dragon Ogre is, of course, still a fearsome force, but... You know what? Just because it will have a lot more infantry to protect me. Wizard over here. Let's see if I can find a unit of Foot Squires so we can take a quick look at them. Because they are actually mildly dangerous. They have anti-infantry, and how the fuck did you get bonus versus large? Oh, they've researched the tech that gives them bonuses when they're fighting chaos. Oh! That is a significantly larger threat to my Dragon Ogres than I had thought there would be. That is a significantly larger threat than I thought there would be. Oh boy, Alright, are the Knights of the Realm smart enough to move out of the way of a lightning bolt? Somewhat. They still lost 3 dudes. His eye is full of pus! How's he gonna shoot anything? What are you even talking about, you absolute maniac? Look at that gatehouse! It is 30% destroyed already. Burn! Wow, the enemy gate is down already. Okay, charge Knights of the Realm, all of you. And now they have harmonic convergence! What the? Oh, this gatehouse is already destroyed. Holy shit. In that case, throw this on my ogres. I guess. And you guys have all but butchered your opposition. And Grail Knights! Grail Knights! Lightning on the Grail Knights! Lightning on the Grail Knights! Thank you! Fuck Grail Knights! Holy shit. Charge! Match their charge with your own, oh dragon ogres! Just go chunk those bowmen, please. Holy shit, what is going on over here? I took away for like 5 seconds and everything's gone to shit. Okay, down and in. Those halberdiers are having great fun there. You guys need to push in. You guys can all probably fight those Grail Knights, even if they charge. Play. Oh. No, you can push down too, and you can push down too. Okay, fuck. Buff! Burn, idiots! Yeah, there's friendly fire. Ha 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 ha. There's a lot but there's a lot more non-friendly fire. Run away! Let the Chosen handle it, ogres! You've done enough! You've done enough! Oh. No, no, the ogres are fine, actually. Wipe out some Grail Knights, boy! Boom! Oh, I seem to have some troops that aren't doing anything again. Yo, a shock! And army losses has broken the Bretonnians. They didn't even kill 100 troops. They did do some pretty nasty damage to my ogres. with those Pegasi, but Shagus plus Kolek is just too much even for Grail Knights, it seems. Even the ladies' finest warriors cannot face down the power of chaos! Also, the artillery is probably the units I left up on the walls because I wasn't pausing and checking, but eh. You can really afford to be a lot lazier with chaos than you can with the other factions because of your ridiculous replenishment. Skaven and Undead don't have as good replenishment as Chaos does. Well, maybe Undead, because of their raised dead ability, mean they can just go, okay, I lost half my army in a failed battle. Snap! I have all of my army back. At least a good chunk of it as, admittedly, zombies and skeletons, but if you lose a battle, it generally adds to the local raised dead pool quite significantly. A completely viable tactic as the Undead is to throw an army of zombies in, have the Lord retreat instantly, and then just let all the zombies die horribly while killing a few enemy troops. If the zombies do any significant damage, good. If they don't, your Lord will be retreated, and you can use Raise Dead, if you have the dark magic, to grab some really nasty units, like Vargulfs or Graveguard. Sorry. Which is pretty scary, honestly. Then again, you know what's scarier? They lost nearly as many as I have remaining. They have 400 remaining troops, most of which are actually peasants looking at this. Like, most of the survivors numerically were peasants, not knights. And again, most of the army numerically was peasants, not knights. Decisive victory! 5.6k for fighting off Corone. It's probably going to be a raise, because this is going to be a lot of money. Yep. I'm rich, but I'm still a greedy bastard. Seismic shock again, please, because I've already invested in it. It doesn't buff Kolek himself, sadly, but that puts me at a very respectable 42 and 70 charge bonus, respectively, with 127 and 529 weapon strength. Alright then, I don't dare fight out on the sea, because that involves trusting auto-resolve, and fuck that. Fuck that with a rusty razor. Also, this is actually a really good building because of those handgunners. Handgunners are actually really, really strong if you can use them right. Anyway, next time we're going to be beating up Wurzag, maybe fighting Belagar if he wanders out, or even if he doesn't wander out, fighting some dragons, burning more of Ulthuan, and probably setting Sigvald down here, honestly, just to go, okay, you know what? If Tyrion ain't coming to me, I'm coming to where Tyrion probably is, because I need to fight that bugger. Why did I suddenly start making a lot more money? I didn't have any units wiped out, I know that much, so 9.8k. Also, if you can put your thoughts on me upping the difficulty to hard, I'd like that. Do you have, like, some ability that makes you cheaper? No? The Ever-Chosen starting to get anything special recently, money-wise, so I'm just confused then. Alright. Alright then. Next time, we'll do the things I said, hopefully. Who knows? Maybe the way the game works, we won't be able to get to do any of them. We're probably at least going to be able to punch out Kaeldor and murder more Bretonnians, though. You can always murder more Bretonnians. They're kind of annoying like that. The bloody peasants keep breeding everywhere. Anyway, for now, goodbye.